All right, let's check out what we found from the last few days. Got a copy of William Burroughs' Naked Lunch, and a bit of an older, I think it's a UK, Grove Press. $3 for this copy, nice condition. 22nd printing, 1966, originally published in 59. So I think a good deal for this particular copy of Naked Lunch, and older. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a UK edition or something. I found another Ace double. Let's see, a couple authors I don't normally collect, but this Ace double's in particularly good shape. And I kind of want to pick these up anyway. So we got David Grinnell, To Venus, SOS from an Analog of Hell, and E.C. Tubb, who we see pretty often with these sci-fi Ace and Daw editions. I'm not familiar with the author though. The Jester at Scar. He sought the needle of eternal youth in the haystack of quick deaths. Interesting. Oh, that sounds kind of interesting. $1 for that, and also $1 for this copy of Jack Vance's The Noom. It's Planet of Adventure #4, an Ace book, and it's in really nice shape, at least as far as the outside goes. So a really good find right here. And it looks pretty clean inside too, and no printing history on those, so just a first print typically. Revolt in 2100 by Robert Heinlein. I got this for $1. It's not the greatest shape, but I knew with the I got some good quality book tape and book glue. I could easily repair this to where it's almost as good as new. Yeah, I definitely meant to rhyme that. But so that's an easy fix, and that's an easy fix. And then we turn this into a very nice looking copy, other than the cover pens right there. It's a really old Heinlein book, 25 cents originally. It's got a really great cover as well. This could be a good book. Not sure. Not too familiar with Heinlein as far. He's not someone I've read too much of yet. Someday. I've heard he's good, but that's usually coming from a hardcore sci-fi fan, so I don't trust their opinions quite as much. You know, the really old schoolers. I like the stuff that kind of came after Heinlein and Asimov and such, and Clark and whatnot. Children of Dune, another copy of Children of Dune. $1 though for this copy. Okay condition. Oh yeah, it looks like it's got a bit of tape right there, and then a price stamp or something. It is a 22nd printing. Again, we saw a 22nd printing a second ago, didn't we? $1, and $1 for these Oxford: A Very Short Introduction, Economics, or Economics, however you want to say it, and Science Fiction. This is kind of a cool one. Speaking of which, this hardcore old school sci-fi fans would definitely dig this, I'm sure. I'd be interested to actually flip through this a little slower and take a look at it in a bit. Good deal though for those. And $1 for this. We got a few different pulp sci-fi / fantasy magazines from vintage, way back in the day. This one is from July 1967. It's Sci-Fi Fantasy Fantastic. Jack Vance's great new novelette, The Narrowland. That's the main reason I got this one. It's an okay condition for its age, but it does have a Jack Vance story along with these others. You got Fritz Leiber as well, so that's cool, and Robert Bloch. So this is a really nicely packed issue with a lot of big writers. And there's one called Worlds of If. These were all $1 each. New Science at its best. Let's see here. Keith Laumer. Oh, and a novelette. First Traces by Frank Herbert. First Traces of Life. This one's in pretty decent shape. You don't see these two as often as far as those magazines. And this one, Next to you see a lot of analog science fact, science fiction, science fact. Who does this have in it? It's a August 1970. This one was 1969, October 1969. So these are all pretty old. Someone checked off the stories they've already read. Oh, I think that's the main reason I got this. It's got a story called Brillo, co-written with Harlan Ellison and Ben Bova. So I'm interested in that. And last of the pulp magazines, we got Galaxy, even older, December 1968. Great cover art there. It's got John Wyndham, Life Postponed, Fritz Leiber, Poul Anderson, so it's a packed issue. Some big name writers. Let's see what else it's got. Let's see if we left anyone else out here. Fritz Leiber, I think I already said that. Yep, that's about it. Okay condition too. So, and for $1, we got Dante's The Divine Comedy, Volume 1, Inferno, Penguin, oversized paperback edition in okay condition. So a good deal for $1. And also Karl Marx. Enough said. It's the name of the title by Isaiah Berlin. It's one of those Time Incorporated books, so it's got that very sturdy cover that will not bend no matter how hard. Well, you could try to bend it and it will, but it won't like accidentally have bends like that ever. So I love these Time Incorporated books. Very quality made books. Yeah. You got On the Genealogy of Morals by Nietzsche. And this is a Barnes & Noble edition. It looks really nice looking, though. I like these. These are quality editions here. And $3 for that. $5 for this copy of Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles, but it's the cool yellow cover book club edition. Not worth too much or anything, but definitely worth a lot more than $5. And well, there's a booklet. This is the one that was printed. Well, there's a lot of different dates on there. So anyway, nothing too special, but a pretty cool find, I think. Also found the full. This usually comes in 2 parts in paperback. The full oversized paperback of Under the Dome by Stephen King. $1 for this. It's a big one, so might as well grab it. See if I got this on bag day. It takes up a lot of room in the bag, so. And it might not either. Somebody else would have saw this before then and probably grabbed it for $1. And similarly, another big book that was only $1. Neil Gaiman's The View from the Cheap Seats. It's a nonfiction, I think, biography type book, I guess. But it's about Neil Gaiman. And very popular, supposed to be a very good writer. Somebody mentioned, I guess somebody I was just talking to learned something about him. It wasn't so flattering, so not sure what it was, but I know he's supposed to be a really good writer, at least, though. I haven't read anything by him, but I look forward to just being a good writer and all someday. And from today, we found a bunch more books, including Ghost Story by Peter Straub. The only paperback or small paperback that I got today. Pretty decent condition too. And what was the printing? I think I checked. It doesn't matter too much. It is a later printing, 18th printing, but overall it's in pretty good shape. So I figured it's a good deal for $1. It's his I think it's his most famous story or novel that he written. Outside of The Talisman that he co-wrote. As far as the stuff that he wrote on his own, this is his most popular or famous book, I guess. It was also turned into a movie later that I have not seen or read the book. I look forward to doing both someday, though. And this is pretty cool. It's an audio book of Dan Simmons, who sadly passed away this past year. His book his novel Flashback, which is supposed to be really good. Still got this nice sticker on it, still in the shrink wrap for the most part, though it's open in the back here, but nevertheless still unopened. CDs, a little bit boxed, a little bit smashed. I'm sure the CDs are fine though, but a buck for this, that's kind of cool. And yeah, I'll figure out what to do with it. Might not be worth too much. Maybe I could, I don't know. It's kind of fun to find it. And similarly, a random find right here. I had no idea that Logan's Run was a series. This is the complete series. I've seen the movie a couple times, of course, but I did not know that there was a series. I don't know how many episodes there are. Maybe we could find out. The 3-disc complete series contains all 14 explosive adventures. So 14 episodes, that's good. I'll check it out. There's only, I checked the discs too. They're all in decent shape, workable shape. Buck, you know, let's find out more about it. I mean, I like the concept and the story. Of course, there was a book before the movie as well. And the whole kind of the, what would you call that, euthanasia kind of thing? Or whatever, as far as once you're too old, your time has passed and you need to move on, literally. Okay, we got Toward a Psychology of Being, 2nd edition. This is, oh, it's Maslow. That's why I got this. $1 though. Everything else for $1. A lot of writing in there. Don't see the Abraham Maslow books too often. That's a good deal. And also Homage to Catalonia by Orwell for $1. Good deal. And what do we got here? The Beyond Within, the LSD story. Sounded pretty interesting. See how old it is. I'm guessing this is from like the printed in like 70s, 80s or something. Those are other books by, yeah, those are 60s. This 67. I'll find out more about that. Missing a dust jacket if it ever had one. Guess, yeah, it probably did. It's got yellow pages at the top, white on the bottom. I'm not sure why books do that, but. And we found all those Winston Churchill's World War II books, or post-World War II, I guess. The Hinge of Fate. This is one of the titles you don't see as often. It's a little more sought after. Certain ones of the series were printed a lot more. And of course, this is a hardcover, the Second World War series. So this might actually be worth a little something. Being it's the hardcover and it's in decent shape. Oh, I spoke too soon. I always do that. Book of the Month Club selection. Let's see. There's some of the. Oh no, that's. Oh, there's some other titles right there. Oh no, Grand Alliance I think is a title of one of the books in the series. But anyway, there's a random pickup I took a little chance on. Looked interesting. Got a really cool cover. And it's called Dragon World. It's an epic fantasy by Byron Preiss and Michael Reeves. Oh, Michael Reeves. If that's the same Michael Reeves that we actually. Oh, yeah, I think I had Michael Reeves here. I just put it in the other room the other day. I think we saw it before. Anyways, from almost. Whoa, sorry, it's hard to read on the camera. From a lost land of dragons, a legend takes flight. Oh, and I think there's a lot of there's a lot of illustrations within as well. Let's see what the date is on this. Late 70s, so 79. It's even got a map. So, looks like the people who created this world and wrote this book put a lot of time into this, at least. Wow, there's a lot of pictures. I think we skipped one even. Jeez. Let's see what that last one was. Oh, yeah. My gosh, It's mostly pictures. No, not anymore. There we go. Great art. I love that. Yeah, not familiar with this at all otherwise, but it looks cool. It's obviously very Tolkien inspired, it seems. Talking trees and all. And we got Jane Roberts' Seth Speaks. The Eternal Validity of the Soul. It's a huge, oversized paperback edition. Now this might be worth a little something, so getting it for $1 is a really good deal. Some of these books, the Seth books, are hard to find and a little expensive because they're interesting and people are looking for them. This one might not be, it's an 8th printing, so it has been printed a lot. 1972 as well, so pretty old. And that looks pretty plain, so we got a good find there. Nothing too exciting overall, but. And last, we got Alternate States of Consciousness, multiple perspectives on the study of consciousness, edited by, they got a lot of different contributors, names that some look familiar, vaguely familiar, but I'm not going to pretend I know any of them. Oh, actually, let's see. Nah, I don't know any of this, but I'm sure this would make very interesting reading. It's a first printing from 1977. Except on page 134, not from 1942, so I don't know what that's all about. And of course, this has probably got some really interesting content in there. So let's see what page 134, was it 134? Let's see what that's about. So that's something from somewhere else. Probably an excerpt or something from another book that was written a long time ago. Let's see. Oh, it's probably whatever this paraphrase or any of this. What do you call this? Like when you got the book, but then it goes into, it indents right there and gives you something from another book, and then so you know when it starts and when it finishes and goes back to the regular. So this is from some. Anyway, nice condition on that. Probably a good deal for $1. Guaranteed to be a good deal for $1. It's a hardcover book, interesting subject matter. So you kind of figured out the way that I shop for things for the most part. Find interesting stuff that I find interesting that I think other people would find interesting, but of quality and good condition and stuff that people would want. I'm not going to buy too much garbage. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Happy reading to you. And of course, to all those about to read, I have a lot of respect for you, so I salute you.